live in West Palm Beach, Florida.
All right, everybody, hello and welcome. Thank you for joining us here at the Palm Beach Kennel Club in beautiful West Palm Beach, Florida. 1111 North Congress Avenue, located conveniently across the street from Palm Beach International Airport. I'm Matt F. with my playoff beard of justice. Joining me, the earnestly speaking one, kind of. He's around here somewhere.
My goatee beard. Both our teams in the conference finals here.
Yeah, but real fans have a
Go
playoff
blue
beard.
shirts. Go blue shirts.
Yeah, go home. That's where they can go.
Well, I have Rangers in 7.
I hope you didn't bet on it.
No, I won't do that. I won't do that because I'm not confident.
But anyway, that's not till later. For now, we got our 1:30 buy-in, $3K guaranteed Wednesday tournament. So let's pick up this first hand right meow.
Meow, go cat. No, let's make she's on the way up now.
But it is right meow.
Right, meow.
Super Trooper style.
I'll say this much. As someone who's been a Ranger fan for 30-plus years, and
every time they get this far.
No, not true. Not true. They've been better last 10 years, I will say. I went to the Cup in 2014.
No, but you talking them up. That's literally
the
first time I'm here.
I explained in my podcast. I did a podcast yesterday on my show. I'm going to do it after this hand. I'll explain to you my dilemma.
Meanwhile, we got ducks.
Is that Randy Savage with deuces?
Yeah. No,
Randy Savage right there. Savage right
R
there.
Savage.
Uh-huh.
I turned it down.
Just turn it down.
Well, that's why I can't hear anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
We did it. You know what it is now? Okay. We'll turn it down again until we.
That's all Josh.
Okay.
Doing his absolute darndest to give you the best darn show possible. And that's what he's doing now.
And Jeremy bets 4K there.
Yeah, all overs to the deuces, which is why deuces are terrible, and you shouldn't play them ever.
Tell someone that we work with here that same thing, but she'll listen to me. Stephanie.
Well, it's not like I've never played deuces. I have, yeah. When I get them in the big blind and nobody raises.
Right. So anyway, it's tough for me because, number one, you get older, you get more things that distract you, family, this and that, and then my favorite sport of all
Why do you
runs
think
literally perpendicular with hockey. So while I do follow hockey and follow NHL, I am not locked in like you are. I am an NBA diehard, even more than the NFL.
Didn't stop me from being a Heat fan concurrently all these years.
Yeah, but there's still a team you prefer more.
And the Heat have been, as much as it pains me to say it, objectively better.
Yeah.
They've been to 7 finals to the Panthers.
Right.
2. And they have 3 championships to the Panthers 0.
Right. But, I will say this much, though. Growing up, I'm born in New York, but, the Heat's one team that, of all my favorite teams, I'm hardcore for, of all the sports. And being a Heat fan has actually made me appreciate the other teams in this market, Dolphins and Panthers and Marlins to some degree. So I started rooting for the Panthers a little bit, especially the last couple of years when things got well. Of course, when it comes to this situation now, you're playing my favorite team. It's a little dicey. So
I must break you.
But I'll say this much, Matt. The winner, who wins the series, I'm rooting for in the finals to win the Stanley Cup. So we'll say that.
That makes one of us.
Yes.
I'm a sore loser. I just. Well, when the Panthers lose, I don't really root for anybody except Nashville. That one year they made it because that's my second team. Other than that, I just unplugged from hockey.
And you've also been
you've
also been very clear about your.
Off.
I can't stand New York teams, no. which I understand. If you're down here, a Floridian especially too, I could understand that. I could understand that.
They started it.
The Heat, I think me being a Heat fan really is what made me appreciate the Panthers and especially the Dolphins.
It started ages ago as a child. Those freaking Jets fans couldn't handle Marino waxing them, starting brawls in the stands. It's all like, man, take your L, man.
Listen, I can't talk for Jet fans. I'm a Giants fan, so I can't talk. I can't speak for those guys.
And those Yankee fans.
Ugh, yeah, again, I'm a Met fan.
Take an L, bro.
I'm a Met fan. I can't speak for the Yankees.
All they could do is talk smack about 20-something championships when they were getting their heads kicked in by the Marlins in 03.
Do you know how bad I can't stand the Yankees? It's my brother's fault, by the way. You know how bad how much I hate the Yankees? When they play the Red Sox, and I hate Boston, you know that. Who do I root for? I root for the Red Sox. That's how bad it is. Just saying. Did you turn it up? Turn back up. Yeah, he wants to. He said leave it up, so he wants to hear it. Should I fix it?
Well, he can't hear it. I muted it on this.
Oh.
Bear with us.
We'll be there.
That's
Benny,
what Josh is working on something.
yeah. A little
Betty with
weird,
the aces.
a little weird feedback in there, so we're ready on top of that, working on it right now.
Your stutter's not helping.
Yeah, that's all Josh is helping out with that. Sorry about that. I'm still flustered a little bit from that. Hold up. Shout out, that's all Josh. Trying to get things done working here on the stream. As Tom goes all in fours.
17 players we began our feature to final with today, all
Yes, we
taking their shot at $3,200.
Benny folded. King 10.
Big money, fabulous prizes.
So Benny folded two overs there. I thought he would have called that, actually, but that's not.
Well, Benny's not folding aces ever.
Benny ain't folding this hand, though. We know
No.
that. Oh, boy. This could get real saucy.
Now it's time for pain.
There we go. Here comes the flop.
6.
Ooh,
7,
set of aces.
ace.
That's almost game blouses.
Running straight cards now.
He needs two in a row. He needs two cards in a row. That's over.
And that's not it. Tom.
Tom is eliminated.
Fare thee well.
It's been nice knowing you, Tom.
Betty getting the boat.
Sorry, my friend.
And I just said there were 17 players. There are now 16.
Yeah, good job jinxing that, buddy. There's your chip count there, with right now Jeremy is a chip leader with 855. Randy's Macho Man Savage at 82K, and then the rest of the field.
Well, he said he didn't want to use Randy Savage anymore. He said it was jinxed.
Did you really say that?
Yeah, so now it's R Savage. So he's trying to mix it up a little bit. Try to beat the jinx.
Or Savage. Oh, he did pass away literally 15 years ago this week.
I did tell him he should go with Mr. Madness.
Yes!
Because that was his alias
Yes,
when
it
he was
was.
supposedly out of
Yes.
WWE.
Yeah.
And he tried to sneak back in.
Yep.
And he wrestled under Mr. Madness for a few months.
Was he in a mask, though?
No. Which was weird. And he kept saying from backstage at the end of his promos, "Ooh yeah." It's all like this isn't a good disguise, dude.
I see Corey there massaging. Hi, Corey. As
Massage therapist extraordinaire.
Yeah. Our Poffo raises 2.5K. Well, that's Randy Savage's real name.
Yes, I know his real name.
I forget you know this stuff.
I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say. I mean, I met him one time, but I wouldn't say I know him.
Okay. He's flashing. It is flashing. I was going to sing that too. Saber Universe. It's Queen. That's Queen.
Well, it's Flash, but Queens is the band that does it.
I know.
Yes,
It's still there.
quite so.
Yeah. All right, man.
A pimp named Hawk says, "What's up, beautiful people?
What's up, Pimp?
Should I tell Pimp? I haven't seen Pimp in the chat in a while.
How you doing, Pimpin'?
Yeah, I kind of went to Dallas and back and still didn't play at his at his poker club. But hang on to your hats. I might actually give that a spin if we get a Stars Panthers Cup final.
Let's hope not. Let's hope we get a Rangers or whatever.
Well, no, because then I'm not. I wouldn't go to Dallas for Stars Rangers.
So are we going to hate each other for the next 2 weeks? Or a week, whatever long it's going to be?
Hate's an awful strong word. I gave you the Ivan Drago thing. I must break you.
I will say I posted on social media after it was made official last week after you guys beat Boston in Game 6. Everybody, all the Panthers fans, came on my thread. Go Panthers, go Cats, go Rat! Like, oh my God.
Well, he shot at the trouble, but I don't think he quite got it.
Yeah. We found some bullets though, but so we turned down a little bit. Oh, wait, good to see Palm back. Palm was away for 1 month. In the box now.
Hey, now that's all, Josh. Don't be so self-depreciating. He's getting all Woody Allen on us.
What's that?
Well, like he's like bagging on himself. Don't bag on yourself.
That'll be fine. We'll figure it out. When there's a will,
No, we'll still be friends. It's kind of like in football when the Packers play the Bears. Josh and I like don't talk to each other like at all that day. And as long as nobody talks smack to the other about what happened, we're friends the next day. Yeah.
You should be used to this by now with the Bears. I mean, we won Super Bowl in 2006, about it.
Yeah, but see, that's why it works between us. I don't talk the smack about it afterward. Whatever happens, happens, and then we're friends again.
Yeah.
You never rubbed my face in it with those 3 Stanley Cups. I want one so desperately. I just want one.
I feel bad because I want you guys to get a Stanley Cup, too, also. Just not this year. Well,
that's a shame because we're getting one this year.
Let me rephrase that. I'll change my tune after the series is over if you guys win this series. I'll say that, okay? I'll say that. If you guys win this series, I will root for you guys. I'll root for you guys to win the whole thing. I'm kind of excited though. I have 2 TVs in my living room, so I'm gonna have the 2 TVs on tonight with that game on the main TV, and then have the
this playoff beard is strong. People keep telling me that.
And then I have the Western Conference Finals and the NBA starting tonight too. Also, I have on as well.
Somebody else that used to work with us.
Who's that?
Joe. He's all like talking smack already. I bought tickets.
Francino.
I bought tickets.
Oh, he trolls. He's just trolling.
And I was dealing to him the other day. He's all like, "No, I'm a big fan." He said he thinks he's a big fan, but I'm a big fan. And I'm like, "Really? Why are you clean shaven? You're such a big fan. Where's your playoff beard?" Every real hockey fan has one.
I was like, let's go to the beard play. Why? The beard's your thing, Matt. The original. I think got 17 left, 16 left now.
16.
All right, so Betty with King 7 offsuit. Goodbye.
No like.
No good. No goody.
I don't like any of these hands. These hands are
folding.
no.
Everybody folding. Everybody folding. Except for the button.
Was a mystery hand. Oh, I'm sorry, Craig has the mystery hand. Yeah, I was right the first time. Yeah, Craig's got the mystery hand. And
Street to the flop.
3.
Yeah.
In the
And
blind.
nothing there for anybody. Well, Craig has a mystery hand, so we don't know exactly what he has, so he can't even speak on that one. But turn card comes. It's a Jack of Hearts. River card. A lot of blanks going on here. There's 9. So right now, the check mark goes to R. Savage, but we don't know what Craig has. So
he might have an 8 in there.
He may have an 8. Yes, he's his bet.
Yep, he bet. Yeah, he's got an 8.
Yes, he got something.
All right, Craig with, well, I was about to say he had a nice hand, but he folded it instantly. R. Savage raising it to 3K. Only Betty calls. It's 7-6 versus 9-4. Ooh, Miss Betty flopping the whirl. Savage is in trouble. He flops 2 pair, but Betty's got trips. Ace o' spades. Well, it does give Randy a draw here. Another spade. He could hit his 7 for a boat. So that'll keep him around. River card. Trey o' diamonds. No help. Betty's 3 of a kind. We'll take this. So playing a big blind special like that and hitting the hell out of the flop, hey, sometimes that happens. That's the game. All right, now it's Savage with the pocket deuces. Oh no! No, and he raised with it. Why? That hand is so bad. That's just my personal bias. He's talking. Don't pay any attention, everybody. Craig's King 10, Andrew's Ace Jack, and Savage with the ducks. Yeah. And of course he hits a set. Well, I mean, why wouldn't he hit a set? Set of deuces for Randy. Still, though, that's to flop a set with those deuces, 2 outer. It's so rare. I still say it's a bad hand, but it worked out great for Randy here. And he got bet into. And he got raised all in. Merry Christmas to Randy. Ooh, yeah. Yes, I know, Miss Nancy, I'm talking about Steffi Mo's hand. I was going to say, watch him flop a deuce just to make me look like a fool. And there it is.
Right.
Always happens that way. Turn card in 8. It's all over but the shouting. I half expected
Set
a deuce.
deucey.
I half expected another deuce on the river just for fun. And hit the quad, but it didn't come.
So we're down to what, 15 now?
Mm-hmm.
At least. That's me, Nancy. How are you?
All right. On to our next hand. Craig's up first for that mystery hand. Good. We didn't want to speculate on his mystery hand anyway. Folding all the way around to the blinds. And, well, ball 4. Take your base. Jeremy with his 10-4 in the big blind gets to take down a round of antes and blinds. Here's our updated chip count. We got 3 players in the danger zone. Moves are going to have to be made here fairly quickly. We had 32 total entries, so we will be paying the top 4 today. Where's Steph? I don't know. Am I Steffi's keeper? Just kidding, a pip name Hawk. No,
Yep.
she's not. She's not on today.
No, she's off today, actually.
Yeah. Pawn is dealing. Well, I don't think I'm really allowed to say that on the stream, but there's no rule against you saying it, so go ahead and have fun with that, pimp named Hawk.
So Benny's all in 11.5.
Well, if it isn't my little buddy Benny.
Ooh, flops a straight.
Flops Broadway.
That's all she wrote.
That's it for Benny.
Goodbye, Benny.
Benny needed.
Sorry, Benny. He needed a lot of help. He didn't run a runner 6s.
He needed a 6. Well, he didn't even run a runner 6, but definitely a 6, and then pairing
and
the
a
board.
connector. And yeah.
Right. Yeah, no Nancy or Steffi, and Pim Name Hog is like, no. I'm like, apparently we're not cool enough, Ernest.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought I was one of the cool kids, but apparently not.
No.
Be honest, it's because I'm not wearing my tights today. We're on the road, so.
Yeah. Road game.
I have worn the suit for the stream, but only because I had to work the stream and then go right to the hockey arena.
All right, so Jeremy with a mystery hand here.
All right, to the flop. Ooh, no.
Turn card coming. Nothing. Blank, blank.
Nothing doing.
7 outs for our Savage.
And that's not one of them. What a waste of a trip board. There's no high hand in tournament. Not that anybody has the quad, but. Well, Pimp, if you do that, don't spit anything on the headsets. You know, we don't have. I mean, we do have the one spare, but. So it might be a 3-year stretch before I play the dealer event again at the WSOP.
Why is that?
Well, it's coming up, but hockey's still going on. I can't leave.
It's true.
That's why I couldn't go last year.
Priorities.
We were in the final, but it was in the middle of May, not at the end or at the beginning of June. I'm like, well, we were playing Vegas. I'm like, there was a slight chance I could have gone out there and played a $1,500 event, but I just didn't have the money.
Right.
Well, I didn't have the money for both, because if I had that kind of money and I was going to Vegas, I definitely would have gone to the arena and watched the Stanley Cup final
Exactly.
game. Even though we lost all 3 games in Vegas. Damn it.
Vegas was hot last year.
Dude, it's a desert. It's always hot. Why would you say that?
I'm just saying the team in general last year when they got hot.
Yeah, it helps when you're $20 million over the cap.
Yeah.
They didn't cheat enough this year. They were out in the first round. They were only $9 million over the cap.
It's 3 in a hand here. Jeremy slightly ahead. 7s.
With the hockey sticks.
Yes. It's hockey night.
Ace Queen versus AC Deucey. Well, there's the ace. Nobody's going anywhere now.
Nope. It's a battle to the finish.
Andrew needs a heart or a duck. River card. That's not a heart or a duck. So Andrew.
Out. Our Savage holds up. Kicker battle, of course.
was a tough board. Maybe if there weren't so many hearts on the flop, he could have got away from that flop. But I mean, I wouldn't go anywhere with an ace-high flush draw.
Right.
Especially if I'm short stack, because I know the chip leader will double me up. Just couldn't hit his card. Well, Matt Not Me is all in. Pretty good hand too. King Queen suited. It's noise. Jeremy's got the better spade, but ace 9 is ace 9's not. So it's a round of antes and blinds for Matt Not Me. Got to risk it to win the biscuit.
I forgot we're back to the Matt Not Me thing. I forgot about that.
What?
Matt Not Me.
Well, he is Matt, and not me.
Not you.
Right. Yeah, King Queen jammed, ace 9, but first not under the gun, but first to act, 4 people behind you. That's if that spade was a little higher, or that red card was a little higher, or way lower.
I'm not sure what other table's doing though, but this table is rapidly diminishing on players.
Is Ashley on the other table?
And the fact,
Ashley the Destroyer.
I don't think she is. But the fact that we're not balancing the table means they're probably close by to having the same numbers of players they do.
Yeah, we haven't lost, or they haven't brought us a player to balance. So.
Which tells me that they're probably within a few players.
They're definitely within 2.
We may be close to final table here very soon.
Matt, why would you fold that suited noise?
Because he's not you.
All right, thanks, Pimp. Thanks for playing along with us.
Pimp Nate Hawk, thank you so much for being on the stream.
See?
Appreciate
and
it.
that noise hand would be winning right now.
Yeah.
Some suited 69, and it was diamonds. Oh, it'd be winning and have the flush draw.
And crushing. Betting to 8-4 doesn't get there.
Okay, no, now I would have lost. Okay, now I'm glad that he folded it.
See?
It was noise for a while.
Hindsight always 20/20.
Sure, Matt Nami was very glad to see that river. Like, please not a diamond. Or another 9. Because when you're short stacked, you kick yourself when stuff like that happens. All right, King 8 suited for Craig. Not sure about limping there, but this time Matt Nami is going to play the suited noise. I call shenanigans. All right, to the flop we go. Oh, and Matt Not Me flops top pair and the flush draw, so he's all in. Miss Betty's got top pair. Matt's got a lot of outs, though. Basically, any diamond or a 6 or a 9. That's not one of those. Ooh.
16 outs, though.
Outs. Oh, and that's not one of them.
No.
So many outs, and he can't hit.
So we now have 4 players here. So I think we're either at final or a balancing. You're going to final at 9 players, and right now I have 4 here. So you got to figure there's at least 5 or more on the table. If so, we're at final. We'll see what happens here. See if they balance the tables out in a second. We'll see. This has been a very rapid turn of events here in the first, half an hour of the stream. So let's see what happens here. And I think we have final table because I think they're racking up the players now, which means we draw for new seats, which means we are now officially at the final table of this event. That was quick. I know you had 17 going into the after the break, but I mean to get to this 8 players gone like that in a span of 30 minutes is pretty pretty rapid, I will say. So we've now arrived at the final table. We wait for the players from the other table to arrive to draw for their seats. Well, actually, they'll be drawing on the other table. As we continue to prepare for this final table. So we have the players arrive here. It.
Good. No like.
All right, final table here. Everybody's settled in now. We have to. I think the button's on seat number 7, right? Unless they haven't drawn yet.
It's on 7.
Okay.
Or unless it's on 8. Looks like it's on 8.
Looks like it. All right, here we go. Button's on seat number 7. Got Chris in the box here. So Betty folds Craig with Jack 10 offsuit. He calls 500. Phil up checks the big blind there. Heads up to the flop. Ooh. So Phil hits his 3. Now, Craig's still ahead because of the Well, Phil technically ahead, but Craig percentages wise is there with a draw. Craig's in about 3K. He's gonna get a call for Phil. Turn card comes 10, and right there, Craig takes the lead there. He checks, I think. No, he didn't check yet. No, he did check. I'm sorry. He did call. He's calling Phil's 3K though, and turn card comes 6. Ooh, Phil caught up with 2 pair. Phil's all in. Does Craig call this? You'll not. He senses something there. Lots of familiar faces on this table, by the way, too, on this final table. This is easily the fastest. I don't care. I know the field is smaller, but even with the field as small as this one, this is still the fastest feature of the final I've ever been on. Because I've had smaller fields than this we streamed on that took a little longer to the final.
I don't know. We had a 45-minute show once because we didn't start till the final table.
Mm-hmm.
And the dealer was Ashley the Destroyer. No chop either.
No chop either?
In 45
minutes,
down to one? She destroyed the table.
Destroyed.
It was a thing of beauty. It was. I mean, we had set over set, low straight, middle straight, high straight. Everybody acting, shoving. Oh, it was carnage.
Yeah.
Well, I was about to say these are mystery hands, but there's an all-in and a snap call, so it won't be a mystery much longer. We get to see the cards. And it's looking like Queens versus Ace-3 suited. Am I reading that right? And the run out so fast. Ace on the river. So the ladies have betrayed you. That's what I've always said about two ladies at the same time. They can make both. They can make all your dreams come true. They can cost you every dollar you got. Sometimes both. On to the next. We're only at hand 20, and our 18-player field has been chopped in half. 1,000, 15, 1,500 are the blinds. We've got Ace-Jack suited from Mike. He'll go to 4K. Betty likes her cards enough to raise. 85 hunch to go. Craig's got hooks. And he's all in. Big action at the Action Palace today.
Mm-hmm. A lot of action. I mean, look, it's a small field. People are like, let's go. Let's play. I like it.
Mike says, you will not intimidate me off of my AJ suited, good sir. Betty folds. She doesn't look happy about her decision. Only one jack left in the deck, and
Ace
that ain't
9.
it.
One outer.
One
Nope.
outer, yep. No nada.
Mike doubles up.
So Mike. Does he, though?
Oh. 41, 48, 5.
We're going to make double sure. The graphics say yes, it is a double up. And Mike has a little, or Craig rather, has a little money left. So looks like that was accurate. So still a full final table.
right, so Chad's going to fold. Betty, King Jack offsuit.
I hate that I have to watch the game on ESPN.
I know. So ESPN is doing the East.
Doing the East. In hockey.
And TNT's doing the West.
The West.
Same in NBA.
Yep.
Same in NBA. East is ESPN this year, and TNT.
It's just I always believed ESPN should add a Y to the end of it because of their blatant New York homerism.
I'm at, honestly,
ESPN
I'm at my
Y.
wit's end with ESPN too. Also, even when the Knicks last series too, also homerism was bad, and you have Stephen A. Smith playing into that too. Also, on top of that, it's terrible.
And every time they carry a game where we play the Rangers, they'll spend 95% of the time talking about the Rangers, and Panthers scored. That's literally how they call the game when we score a goal.
ESPN's that way. All the sports too, especially the big market sports. They cater in the NBA cater to 3 teams only: the Lakers, the Celtics, and the Warriors, and then Knicks if they're good. And of course,
But radio's got a 30-second delay, so our radio host came up with the timing. It's not like watch it. If you have live TV and you can pause it, add a whistle, and then when you hear the whistle on the radio, resume the TV, and then mute the TV, and that's what I've been doing. So I get Doug Plagans on the play-by-play.
Yeah,
much better than ESPN.
I think I'm at my wits on ESPN. To be honest with you, ESPN's more entertainment. Why bother? Why say you're a sports channel when you literally just like entertainment?
Mike is the only. Oh wow, I was about to say he flopped top pair, but also the nut flush draw. So definitely gonna bet this. Not gonna make much out of it, but
still a win.
No, I mean, hey, sometimes you want to end it quick in case somebody catches something crazy.
Yep, anything's possible. Especially this crazy game.
Maybe we shouldn't talk too much smack about ESPN because, I mean, they're the ones that kind of made poker mainstream with their coverage of the WSOP.
But no,
03,
I can we can talk about that. But you know why? Because the people who ran ESPN back then are not in power anymore.
Well, yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Totally different.
Yeah, the Mouse didn't own them back then, did they? That was
no,
like,
did not.
08,
Disney was not involved back.
09?
Disney did not own them until like late 2000s.
Right.
So no. Actually, probably even sooner than that. Maybe have been 12, 11, 12. All right. So a quick fold to the big blind there, pretty much. Should be a fun night, though. It's a 2 TV night here in a Christian household. All in for Craig. Ace jack suited. Couple folds there.
That all in don't help much if nobody comes to play with you. And AJ, I was going to say, that's a great card to quadruple up on. Turn card is a 6. River card. A 5. Nope. No side pot. Huh. Craig turns up his 2 per with top kicker. Staying alive. Mind everybody, 32 entrants, the final number for our tournament today. So we'll be paying out the top 4 out of a prize pool of 3,200.
Not bad. Not bad. First place gets what? About 1,300 maybe? That? 1,200?
I don't have the payout sheet in front of me.
Nice fan there by Chris while the dealer away.
Yeah, I keep meaning to get one of them. I keep forgetting.
Well, I'll tell you what, the way the summer's going, this spring, so I tell you, it's spring. We're not even in the summer yet, and it's getting bad. Weird weather the last couple of days. It was this hot now. I can't imagine July and August. I keep my kids entertained.
Could be 120 and sweltering. I'll still be out there in that thermal super suit at the victory parade if, God willing, we win the cup. I'll still be out there in the suit.
It'd be fitting though they win the final year of your super fan.
I've been saying it for years. It's got nothing to do with me. It ain't about me. It's about growing this fan base and making sure we still selling out games long after this year. That's what it's about.
So got chop out here by the way. Ace King Jack.
Yeah.
Three-way chop.
Three-way chop. Get to the chopper.
None.
That being said, it would be nice to ride off into the sunset.
I agree.
With a Stanley Cup.
I agree.
And 26. All right, Stu going to 12K. I'm sorry, I totally misread that. Phil raised to 7K. I don't know why I saw two reds out there. Jeremy with the Ducks. And he's going to play him. I'm not going to talk smack about the Ducks this time because I don't want them to flop another set. And see what happens when I don't talk smack?
Mm-hmm.
No duck for you.
No duck.
I don't care if it gives away my hand next time I go play in a big tournament. If I get Ducks, I'm going to say, oh, these are terrible. They're garbage. They never hit. Of course I call. And I better flop a set. Folding around and around. Chad with the 69. Nice. Folding it. Not nice. Jeremy's got a 69. And folds it. Probably because I saw that coming. Craig is all in, but Phil's got 9s, so. When you're short stacked like Craig, I mean, any ace looks appealing. Phil sees a chance to get an elimination, and the run out. No nada for either player, which means Phil and his 9s are triumphant. And that's it for Craig, knocked out in 9th place. And if we had 90 players, that would be worth some money. But we had 32. Actually, I misspoke. If we had 81 players, that would be worth some money. All right, folding around. Nobody likes their hand after that raise by by Savage. Made it 65 hunch to go, but nobody wanted to play. Chip count up to the minutes. We got Stu and Jason in the danger zone. These two players are going to have to make a move fairly quickly. Phil and Mr. Savage, neck and neck, with our Savage holding a 1 orange chip lead. Chad bumps it up to 65 with his ace-queen. So it's ace-queen against ace-9. Swing and a miss.
So the battle continues.
Right, they say don't play the cards, play the people. In this case, you got to play the person, because nobody's got anything. All right, Phil tells a story, and Chad believes him. Position bet there, well done by Phil. Usually heads up if you get checked into on the button. It opens the door for you to take down the pot, but 2 checks? I don't know a lot of players that'll let 2 checks to the button go. Fold-a-rama. Nobody liking their hands thus far. Stu, the shortest of the stacks, gives it up on the button. A 10-3 from Savage. He's going to challenge Mike's mystery hand here. I see an ace. I see a 6. And a 3. Ooh, Savage got himself a piece of that one.
We don't Mike has, though.
Right. Well,
He
not
folded.
a piece.
Not a piece, because he folded.
I'm just going by process of elimination.
Unless he
here.
repped the ace and, he got scared.
These guys are playing poker. I'm playing Clue.
Yeah, exactly.
And here's the payouts. We were looking for them earlier. $1,440 for first, $960 for second, $480 for third, and $320 for fourth. This king-queen has Jeremy lost in thought. Very ponderous. And he says $6K to go. Got Savage to let go of 3s. Another king-queen. This one from Jason. Actually, no, Savage did not fold his 3s. He called, and we're going to see a flop. Trays don't look very strong against king-queen, but there's 2 of them out there. Ooh, this will make it fun. Looks like Jason's all in with his open-ended straight draw. 10 Jack Jack the flop, so King Queen, both King Queens have an open-ended straight draw. Jason has a slight edge over Jeremy because both players have a heart, and if it comes runner runner heart, Jason's going to get it with his king. It's a very slight edge though. Otherwise they're chopping. He gets Jeremy to let it go, and Savage with 3s looking at, right, a pair of jacks on the flop. Easy decision to fold there. right, Betty's out. Jeremy's out. Phil's looking at 10-5. All right, fold. So Savage using that chip stack to bully a little bit. And it's working. It's picking up a lot of eighties and blinds the last few hands. Ooh, I was going to say, I don't think Betty would take that long to think about her move.
No.
No, she is all in with the better ace. I mean, it's not a lot for Randy to do here. Not a lot he can catch. And Randy wisely lets that one go. Ooh, yeah. All right, on to this next. I got that Popeye pronunciation on that one. Sorry, everybody. So in the next, fold it around to Savage, who raises up to 9K, and, well, again, nobody wants to play with him. Except the guy who called him. Stu is all in with ace 9. Ooh, there's an ace. And Stu picks up the double up off of our Savage. There you see the numbers. Jason and Stu still in the danger zone, but not quite as dire as it was a round ago. Whatever big blinds it says that you have, chop that in half because of the big blind ante. So Stu really needed that one. It'll keep him from getting blinded out when those rapidly approaching blinds come for him. Next two hands. And here's Savage with the ducks again. And he's going to play him again. He's going to raise with him even. Jason just folded one of his outs. Can the raise with the ducks get by everybody? Or will Phil give him a run? Phil took the chip lead from him. But Phil's like, you know what? You can have it there, buddy. Friendly game, friendly game. Okay, now we got Brian coming in. One of many Bryans. We've got about 8 here at PBKC. All right, Phil done flopped himself an open-ended straight draw against Betty's top 2. Betty cannot wait to get her chips in. And it sounds like Phil called, or it looks like Phil called. Doesn't sound like it. To the run out. Ooh, there's a 9. Betty needs a king or a queen, and that is not it. Betty eliminated in 8th place. She flopped a great hand, top 2, but Phil took a risk on that open-ended, and it paid off with that 9 on the turn. And then there were 7. Top 4 getting paid. So we're 3 from the money. Mike doesn't like that Jack 9 suited. Makes it less likely that Jason will like that Queen 3. Fold around to the blinds. It's Stu and Savage again. Stu's gonna play for 2, but just 2. Saying, it's not, my 7-3 ain't worth it, my guy. It was worth a 1K flop. It ain't worth a 10K raise. Alright, Jason. Not liking that. Folds around to Phil. He'll call the blind with Jack 5 suited. Ooh, Mike woke up with aces in the big blind. Happy birthday to you, bro. Raises with him and gets everybody else to fold. Why can't I wake up with aces in the big blind? Well, this time it's Chad with aces under the gun. And he decides 75 to go. Jeremy with a queen's hand suited. Decent hand. Phil, let's go with that mystery hand. Savage is out. Jason with king 10 of diamonds. Not bad. And he'll play along. I have a feeling we're going to have some hurt feelings on this one. Suited K10, Queen 10, and aces. And how about that nothing flop? Great news for aces. He even picked up a gut shot straight draw to go with his over pair. Or over pocket pair, I mean. Fold, fold. All right, Jason's all in. Chad, look at this. Chad with eights. Stu with aces. It's aces. It's tens. It's eights. And no nothing. Still no nothing. And no nothing. Which means Stu wins. So there was a side pot between Chad and Jason. Yeah, so it looks like Jason's going to take that side pot with his tens. And Chad had enough chips to take the hit, so no one's eliminated here. All right, Mr. Savage raises it to 10K with his AK. Jeremy down there, not a lot of chips left, and he's in the big blind and with pocket tens. Fires back, raises it up to 20. All right, Savage repopped him. He went all in, and the call to the flop. Ooh, there's an ace. There's a king, 10 or jack. Nope. And with his two pair, aces and kings, Savage has eliminated Jeremy. And then there were 6. All right, 2 more to get to the money. Stu's made a nice little rally here, but he's still in the danger zone. Jason, the most vulnerable, only 4 big blinds, followed by Chad, who has 7. You gotta chop the number in half because of the big blind. Or the big blind ante, rather. All right, Stu called under the gun with 5s. Jason's all in with 9-8, but nobody plays with him, so he picks up a round of antes and blinds, which is a short stack. It's about the best you can hope for. You really got to pick your spots here if you're going to come back. Well, Jason shoved with a lesser hand last time. He's got king-queen this time. Doesn't shove, but puts out a substantial raise. 7K. Picks up another round of antes and blinds. Pretty good play for survival mode. This time we don't get to see what Jason has. Mike says, no, nada. Well, at this stage of the tournament, when you're just trying to make the money and you have a chip count like his, I mean, there's two moves. There's all in and fold, basically. All right, Chad going to limp with ace-4. Suited. So that it only costs Stu half a blind to play along with his queen-3, but Savage is going to use his chip stack, and he takes his option. Says, nah, we're gonna play for big chips here, guys. But you can't really use chip intimidation on a guy with more chips than you. So Phil calls with his suited ace-king. Flop doesn't help either player. Slight edge to Phil because of the diamond. And in Florida, well, we had a 32-player field for a 3K guarantee. But you haven't missed the money yet, Ann. The eliminations were fast. They were brutal. We're down to 6, and we're paying the top 4. And that's what you missed. You're here in time for not just the money, but the bubble as well. Here we got some stats for you, some pre-flop raise. Savage, obviously, the most aggressive player by far, more than double any other player with those pre-flop raises. Typically, it's the chip leader that's that aggressive pre-flop, but since losing the chip lead, it seems to have made Savage more aggressive ever since Phil took the chip lead from him. All right, this is an odd one to call. None of these hands are really that impressive, but hey, everybody likes them. Well, we're going to have four-way action. Four-way action, and somehow the flop missed everybody. Turn card, 6. Still no help to anybody. Well, perhaps not. Mike picked up a gut shot. River card. Is that another queen? I believe it's another queen. Yep, it is. So pair queens with king, jack, 8. Stu's king 8 is the best hand. He'll win as long as he doesn't fold. And he bets it and gets everybody else to fold. Bold move, sir. In poker terms, we call that bluffing with the best hand. Yeah, that's not supposed to happen. Four-way action, and it goes all the way to the river. Nobody hit anything. It missed
so
everybody.
The highest card won?
Right. Stu bet, probably thinking he was bluffing at it. But his king 8 was the best hand.
Sometimes those things happen, though.
Yeah. Another suited ace for I mean, this against Phil. This time Savage folds it.
Had to get a little rest stop there.
Jason's like, what? You want me to call with this? Come on.
94?
Yeah.
No. So I'm curious, NHL. TV deals with ESPN, TV deals with TNT, Warner, and then what else? NBC. Is NBC still no?
No.
That's gone, right?
Yeah. They were horrifically outbid. This is the first time the NHL is actually getting a TV deal that's worth it.
Yeah. So the NBA is supposed to be off TNT very soon. Looks like it. NBC's getting back in the NBA game. So I just got a word about that today. That it looks like it's going to be finalized this week. Warner has not even matched it. NBC's offer, which is depressing because I don't want to lose NBA and TNT. I don't, because that means the end of the NCAA of the NBA.
Yeah. Well, whoever wins that bidding war, maybe they'll bring those guys over.
Well, Ernie's not leaving. Is not leaving Atlanta. So any deal that goes on in the future has to involve Ernie staying in Atlanta. So, and Warner Brothers, Turner's in Atlanta, so it works out for him perfectly. He's been there. He's been in the company 39 years, 40 years. Now, Amazon is getting into the game apparently now. Amazon's trying to work a way to get some rights. So if that happens, I can see a scenario where maybe Amazon gets involved. Maybe buys the NBA inside the NBA and do their version of that with those same guys on their platform. I can see that happening.
I haven't done my homework into the regional TV stuff.
Yeah.
After that whole Bally
fiasco. With Bally now going belly up now, I'm really curious how it's going to work out for us locally because
with the Heat and Panthers next year.
And I was a Bally Sports Plus subscriber on the app. I paid $20 a month for that app. I don't have cable. So I'm curious how it's going to work next year. What's the game plan? You know, what they probably should do is
I haven't done my research because they got booted right before the second round of the playoffs, but we got through the first round.
Right.
So I'm like,
right.
I'm there like, what about the baseball?
Yeah.
Fans? You know what?
Yeah. Once you thin out the playoff riffraff after the first. See with the Heat. The Heat with the first round, they won by
round the local.
Once they're out, once the first round's over, they
and then it bottomed out. And all I can think is, oh, thank God it didn't bottom out until after the first round.
Right.
So I'm like, I haven't done any research on it. I'm like,
I mean, what they should do,
because I'm still this year. I said I'll worry about it in the off season.
Right. What they should do, because the Heat and Panthers are both affected by this, obviously. What they should do is, and they won't. They're not going to do this because it's money involved. They should make if they can't find a local, local affiliate here for us to watch the games here locally, they should make it
all in for Chad with his AJ.
No blackouts for on their stream sites. It
shouldn't be. I mean, the Heat have sold out every game.
Yeah.
The Panthers have sold out every game since I think November 1st.
Right. So make on NBA League Pass, on NHL home ice.
They sold a crap. They sold a lot
of
season tickets packages for next year already. So because they said guaranteed playoff seats this year.
Right.
So they sold a bunch. So we
we
ought to have 41 sellouts next
year.
year.
Will there be a world where blackouts won't be a thing anymore? I remember there was a thing for a long time growing up, and you and I are about the same age. You remember this, where if a game didn't get a certain amount of seats sold, the games like Dolphin games.
Yeah.
If you didn't sell 40,000 seats at least, the game's blacked out.
If they didn't sell out, they got blacked out.
Right.
I remember one because big game, they came up like 50 seats short, and we ended up watching the Colts and the Chiefs.
Yeah. Hey, but you care about the fans though, right?
And the game promptly sold out. Like people like close to the stadium,
a lot of
panicked, and then they went, and then they bought the ticket. Oh, it's a sellout, and they're like, nope, you didn't sell out before kickoff, so sorry about you.
Or what happens?
Nobody gets to watch.
A lot of times, also you have like companies buy up the seats so they can sell it out.
Yeah.
Like Publix will buy up the seats, or whoever, some random company will pick up the seats, pick up the tab.
All right, looks like
do a little choppy-roo here.
Whoops.
Why are you by yourself? PBKC.
The Action Palace.
My voice.
Come on down.
Yes. I'm coming
well,
down.
you're not over there.
I didn't know you were on the camera. But I'm here. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah. The only time you'll ever see me root against the Panthers is right now. That is it.
Rangers, that ain't where that. Boo, Rangers.
We shall see what happens. I'm looking forward to the series, though. Looking forward to it. I'm nervous as hell.
Says Rangers. Well,
it's been 30 years.
There's an airport right across the street.
Yeah.
You can fly your Ranger fan self back to New York if you don't like it.
I don't mind New York, though. I love New York, actually.
That makes one of us. I've been once.
You don't like it?
No.
You're not a city guy? You're a country boy. You're a country bumpkin, I guess.
As he scoots away out of my arm's reach, so I can't backfist him.
Nah.
Yeah.
You shall see.
That's a problem with New York fans. It's the only city in the world.
Nah.
Everything else is a bumpkin small town to them.
No,
They think the world ends at those
I've
bridges.
actually, to be honest with you, I've lived here more than lived in New York anyway. And to be honest with you, a lot of the appeal of New York, like my appeal is solely the city. That's it. There's a lot of arrogance there. I get it. I totally get it.
They don't even have the best pizza.
I don't know.
Luminaldi's, Chicago, Randolph Street, best pizza in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a deep dish guy.
Oh, that's why I like deep dish too, but I just never really eat enough to appreciate it.
Steffi Mo.
What's up, Pocket
I
Deuces?
talked smack about your hand and it
Held up
crushed.
Crushed
It
one
flopped-
time. One
right.
time.
No, everybody else was smart enough to fold it. So.
Yeah. Because
So Chad eliminated. There we're down to 5. No, I switched the camera because they had cash out and they're not supposed to do that. And I didn't want that on the stream, so that's why I put the
good job.
a little late, but Steffi Mo heard. Oh, so you heard. So you also heard this guy picking the wrong team in his prediction. He picked the team that had about 40 less goals 5-on-5. He picked the team with
Who did?
fewer shots per game. He picked the team that hits about 30 times less per game. He picked the team
Yeah, the team that, and I know it's cursed, obviously.
that has the President's Trophy.
Yeah,
curse.
it is cursed. Like I said, it is cursed. I agree with that. The only 2 of the last 25
A9 versus
teams
AK
want to
suited. And there's a 9. Mike hits his 9. Club stuff.
the king
And a king. Oh, back and forth. Jason gets it. And he's doing the FF victory dance with just put your arms up and then back down in the butt.
No, again, and we've said for the last couple of years now, winning the President's Cup will mean jack S
Right.
because only 2 of the last 25 President's Cup winners have won a Stanley Cup.
Yeah, he has to go all the way back. No, 2 out of 25. No, 2 out of 27, buddy.
27 now?
27.
Okay, wow.
Because you're including the 94 Rangers, and that's not 25 years ago, buddy. That's 30. In fact, it'll be 30 this year. So 2 out of the last 30.
They won a cup. They won a cup that year there.
Yeah, that they won the President, but it's more than 25 years ago. So, no, it's in the last 30 years, it's
Maybe 3 or 4.
the 2013 Blackhawks. That was the last team to do it, but they were the Blackhawks. Come on, that team was loaded.
That was the team that won 3 out of 6 years.
Yeah.
See, I know my hockey, man. Come on, what's wrong with you?
No, it is 3 in the last 30, and then the 04.
Before the strike, right?
Suckning.
Was that a strike or a lockout?
It was before the lockout. We
It was
didn't have an
lockout.
04.
It was a lockout, right? It was a lockout? Okay.
We didn't get an 05 season.
Right, 'cause it was a
so
lockout.
an 04,
That's the year
20 years that Tampa won.
That's when my hockey fandom started to really sink.
And
around
then
that
the
time.
Rangers in 94
Right.
won it while also winning the President's Trophy.
And they barely won that 7 games against Vancouver. That was a great series, though. New York was buzzing that time. That time because the Knicks were in the finals too, also at the same time.
I had so many Ranger fans when the next day after we beat Boston in Game 6, should have beat them in 5, but neither here nor there.
Yeah.
We hit 3 posts in that
Yeah.
game. We should have won that game.
Yeah, I agree.
They're like, yeah, Rangers, yeah, they're going to get it. And I'm like, let's see, we're better 5-on-5. We're more physical. We're deeper. Bob's a better goalie. And then they all look at the odds, and they're like, we won the Pros. How are we the underdogs? I'm like, because we're better. We're a better team
Still got play.
that played in a tougher division.
Yeah. Context matters, folks. But again, you still got to play the game.
So they wouldn't have won the President's Trophy if they had to play a guaranteed 4 games against Boston and Toronto and Tampa, like we did in our division.
So to your point, Florida's more battle tested.
Yeah.
I will say though, Carolina being this, I mean, you said Carolina stuff, and
Yeah, but their goaltending took dive from last year.
Yeah.
Frederick Anderson, really?
Mm.
That series still could have gone either way.
What does Phil have here? I know our service is 6 this year, but what is
Well, with the way he's betting, I'm
gonna
willing to
win.
bet the winner.
He's an 8. He has an 8, at least an 8, right? Maybe 9. Everybody's folding.
And Jay's, well, he's 6. I mean, there's not much with that board that he can stick around
I mean, yeah,
with.
pocket queens.
Steffi Mo's laughing at you, by the way.
Why?
Is he?
Stay Mo can, whatever.
Oh, and I saw somebody tweeted the cover of today's New York Post Sports Edition.
Mm-hmm.
The headline says, "Here, kitty, kitty." I'm like, yeah, Carolina did that last year, right before they got swept.
Yeah.
So good luck with that, with that
Yeah.
here, kitty, kitty stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying it's a jinx,
You
but
said New York Post? New York Post?
Hmm?
You said New York Post, right?
Yeah, that was
The
in
Post is
New
known
York Post.
for patrolling. Very
I'm just saying,
conservative.
Carolina-
Very conservative.
Carolina tried trolling us with that last year.
Yeah, very conservative paper too.
It didn't end well for them.
Politically,
I'm just saying.
that's what they do. Check. Rain check. Go to wait. Did Phil not check? No.
No.
Phil's trying to decide. Now he checks. Stu checks. Mike checks. Mike check. Get it? Mike check. Phil ace 10 is a draw here. Gut shot queen will help him out. I might fold me on him. Bathroom again? Alrighty. Mm-hmm. The water? Water's good, though. Water's good. So there's a VPIP there. Our Savage, leading VPIP. Right on top of our Savage and Phil are now top of the game with VPIP. Of course, VPIP also means voluntary put in pot. For those who don't know what that means, and this is hand number 54 for those guys scoring at home. As Mike goes all in, Mike check all in. Jack 10's offsuit. Phil with 6 deuce suited. I thought you called that. Yeah, fold. 7 deuce Stu suited as well. He's going to fold as well. So Mike will take that down easily. And away we go. Button on Phil. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited about tonight's game. Game 1, Rangers, Panthers. Obviously, I'm not tortured by who to root for, obviously, but I do. These are my two teams. Rangers fan first, but Panther fan, as my honorable mention team, living in this market as long as I have. This will be a fun series. Looking forward to watching tonight. But also, you have the West Conference Finals in the NBA start tonight as well. Timberwolves and Mavericks. That should be a fun series. I have I have T-Wolves in. I initially had 5 games, but I'm going to go 6 games now for that one. So, as Stu opens up with Jacks, raises 12K. R Savage with Ace Stu suited. He's going to call 8K, so flop. A little delay in the technology here real quick. 397 board. R Savage with 11 outs. Any heart or any ace. Ooh, went all in call. Stu's out. Caught the flush. R Savage continues to dominate. And then there were 4 players. 4 players left. There's a chip count there. Phil right now also dominating here with 340,000 chips. R Savage, that big win now is 184. Jason and Mike both in the big blind, in the danger zone, but healthy. Blinds are still pretty low, so there's still a lot of chips to work with here, honestly. Quick one there. Jace takes that down. pocket sixes. So I had said earlier that my over/under for this being net over was a 4:19 p.m. You said under, and we're on pace.
Yeah.
We're on pace right now. 50-some hands in, 4 players left. Do you watch The Boys by any chance on Amazon?
Yep.
You all caught up?
Yeah.
You like it?
Oh, I am Butcher. I am Butcher.
You are Butcher? So I started the show when it first came out, season 1. I saw the first two episodes of season 2 and then dropped off. I know this was season 4 on June 13th, so I decided to start back over again to kind of refresh memory.
Right.
So hoping to get caught up again before the start of the 4th season. But apparently, from what I've seen,
It
same
gets a bit weird in season 3.
That's what Ron said. Ron said the same thing too.
I mean, it's not bad, but
right.
First 2 seasons were definitely better. I like them. I like
Right.
them more. So
Right.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, but
in the new season.
I'm hoping to get caught up by June 13th. They're gonna drop 3 episodes the first day, and then week to week, same pattern. Drop 3 up the shoot, and then week to week rest of the way. So hoping to get caught up by then. It's really the only as close to we have appointment television we do have at this point. We don't have we don't have any appointment television shows anymore. Like Game of Thrones is the last one.
Which I still haven't seen.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you want to see it?
Not really. I know I hear a lot of good stuff about it, but
Right.
it just seems like such a chore. But I am retiring as a superfan after this year, so maybe I'll have more time for stuff like that.
Yeah. Spending a chunk of this year on the shows I'm behind on, catching up on shows behind. I just finished Sopranos for the first time.
Uh-oh.
Last
Here's
last
Stephanie
week.
Mohsand again.
Oh
All
my
in.
God, Mike with deuces.
And he's
Uh-oh.
about to get thumped.
Jason's
Jason's got
got
10s.
Unless Jason folds, he may fold this. Who knows?
A chance to eliminate a short stack, get closer to the money with pocket tens.
But two,
no,
but
I'm,
two behind.
I'm sorry.
The reason I says 2
Right.
behind, but he's all in 2 on top of that. You
Right.
isolate.
Who's-
You can't call that. You got to isolate and call and go over the top. Oh, here we go. 10s versus deuces. There we go. Nope. Nope.
And
No.
there's the thump.
Don't. And then there are 3?
Mm-hmm.
No, 4.
3.
3. Oh, my God. Again, this is a very fast tournament.
Phil's starting to pull away. He's got a little more than half
Really
the
is.
chips remaining in play.
So any chance of making
So,
There's
that, like I
payoff
said,
there.
it's sad to be eliminated, but walking out of here with $320
not bad.
for about
3 hours of work?
4.5.
4 hours of work? Not bad.
Still, though, pretty good.
Top prize $14.40 right now. Not that I encourage this, Matt, but do you consider ICM if they present it to you, or do you try to take this down?
Depends on how much they've pissed me off during the course of the game.
Well, right now, no, I'm saying right now. Say you're Phil right now in the spot right now. Do you consider ICM? They say let's ICM it.
He's more than double second place,
Yeah.
more than triple. I sit on it for a while. Maybe something changes.
Yeah, because given the swings this game sometimes, though, these swings are sick, are crazy. And to be honest with you, for this kind of tournament today, very aggressive players. So you don't want to sit in. I mean, the good thing for him is that the blinds are still fairly low where he can sit a bit on your chips. He has so many chips that he can sit on a little bit.
Right.
But you don't want to get too conservative to the point where you start nipping at your stack, and then all of a sudden now you're in range to, if you lose a legitimate hand, now you're in trouble. So there's that. All in here for Phil. Phil went all in.
Yeah, no action, though.
Phil's still on the gas.
You got to be when you're the chip leader.
Yep. You got to show that you still mean business.
If they're on a draw, make them pay to see that draw.
Yep. Don't play soft at this point.
Soft.
So
Don't play soft.
SAWFT. Soft.
I don't know. In my Netflix, I picked up Tacoma FD, which is done by the Broken Lizard guys.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the running gags is they all pronounce the word soft soft.
Soft.
Feel this. It's so soft. Or somebody punks out or something. You know what? You are soft. And they're supposed to be from Tacoma.
Oh, wow. Says our average of 10 outs there. He's behind right now. Slightly. And then you got a couple lead there to sixes. And a draw. Yes, he will take that down, I think.
The worst hand in poker, they say. For our Savage with that 7 deuce. I say the worst hand in poker is the second best, but that's just me.
What was that?
Hmm?
Kings?
No. The second best is the worst hand in poker. You know, you got like a 10 high straight, the other guy's got a jack high straight, you're second best.
Right.
That's the worst hand in poker.
Well, of course, yes.
Everybody says 7 deuce is the worst hand. I'm like, no,
No,
what
I
happens
thought-
when I get 7 deuce? I fold it.
I thought you meant literal like second best hand in poker, which is technically kings. But being second best in the hand is always the worst. I agree with you 100%. You hear a bird. You hear a bird? You hear it?
Yep.
Flop comes 9-4 queen. So Phil hits his queen on top. Our services have a draw though, a gut shot draw. He's a jack. Turn card 6. It opens a draw for Jason as well too. With a open-ended draw. Cards a king of diamonds. So that gives our service catches up to king to whatever. So that's a check mark for him. But Phil still in the gas with queens. Does our service call? Ooh, I think Phil took down. No, our service did. Never mind. Our service did. Good job. He didn't believe Phil. Look at the chip count all of a sudden. See, look at the chip count now. All of a sudden, it's tight. Phil went from being way up against both these guys to now he's literally only 5,000 chips ahead.
Now I look at those numbers.
Huh?
Now I look at those numbers.
Right.
I don't look at them before.
But this is why I said that, though, because even though he had chips to sit up a little bit, though, but sometimes you get into one big hand, you lose, all of a sudden you're in a situation where, I don't know. That leverage is gone right now, currently. But I say that as though, even knowing that they didn't, there was never on the table. There was never, to my knowledge, there was no chop being, well, I see it being presented anyway, so I'm not going to sit there and pretend that was the case, but.
Dude, who was that? Won't go find out. Can't see anybody's cards. Well, except Jason. He's got ace high. But with 2 jacks, a king on the board, I'm not feeling too confident about that ace. All right, we're going to start this one off with Phil with his suited ace-queen, strong hand. And a snap all in. Jason's got Doyle, and he's about to show what Doyle is actually worth. It's not a good hand, folks. It's simply a famous hand. So I win. I bet the under. Looks like we got a raise here. To 9,000. You can only see Phil's hand this time. It's got an open-ended straight draw. Not going to bet it, though. Going to let the others drive the action. And Phil Rivers a 10, and that's what gets him the pots. Man, Phil's been getting a lot of these ace-queens. Under the gun. And he makes it 20K to go. Jason's got the queen jack. Ooh. That's twelve. And all in. And a call from Phil. Turn card, a diamonds. And then there were two.
And there were two.
So it looks like we're going to do a little bit of a color up here. So Phil's got him roughly 2-1.
Yeah. So it could be I think possibly looking at a chop here. An ICM. I think they gave him numbers. Mike's going to check that out, make sure. Looks like a possible ICM here. Phil right now has 700,000 chips? 800,000 chips, maybe?
No.
2,500. No, sorry. I apologize. 1, 2,
That's
3,
just a red on top.
400,000 chips. I apologize. 400,000 chips for Phil, right? 400,000
He's got
ish.
420.
Yeah, versus 2.
Nice.
220. So he hasn't doubled.
Right. Roughly 2-1.
Yeah.
I just noticed that. I'm like, oh, there's 5 stacks on it. That means he's got 420.
You know what it is?
All right.
All right. No, I've been so used to doing these big events the last couple of weeks now that I forgot that the bounce a little bit smaller than I'm used to. I count those more than I should have, because I've been counting those almost like pink, like the pink chips, the 25,000 chips.
The yellows.
Yellow chips, right?
And here's the payouts. They're looking at it, looking at some numbers. 1440 for first and 960 for second. If they do the ICM chop, wait. Which one's the chop and which one's the missile? ICBM is the missile. Okay. ICM chop. Right. And they're talking. Trying to get an update on what they're saying. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say they're not going to play it because they're taking up the chips.
Yep, like a chop there. So looks like it's ICM here. So great job by Phil. Great job by Randy Savage. R Savage. Sorry.
R Savage.
Yep. So we are done. So that's it for us.
Thinking of wearing my Macho Fan outfit to Game 3. You know, since I got the beard going, I don't need the fake beard.
Might as well.
Might be good.
Might as well.
Because we lost our last home game, so, you know, I'm looking to shake up the...
I said
maybe.
I said wish you luck, but I'm not rooting for you guys.
We don't need luck, brother.
You don't do that. Well, you actually are wearing glasses.
Yeah.
I'll jump
Yeah. So anyway, ICM
blue
chop.
shirts going right there. Blue shirts, President's Cup champions
see,
right there.
See, he's not showing solidarity. See, red. See, red. Panthers. All right. So anyway, that is our Wednesday 1:30 buy-in 3K guarantee tournament. Congratulations to our choppers, Phil and R Savage, and tune in tomorrow. Same cat time, same cat channel. I believe we're gonna have our what is it, the Omaha tournament tomorrow?
I think it is right.
Yeah. All right. So be sure to like, subscribe, and definitely hit that notification bell so you can be alerted instantly when we take to the airwaves tomorrow. So you don't miss any of the action here at the Action Palace. Until then, I'm Matt F., and this is...
Ernest. Go
the
Rangers.
guy whose team's going to lose.
Go Rangers.
Nah, Panthers.
Right.
Anyway.
All right, go
thanks
Heat. Go Heat.
Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see everybody next time. And until then, good night from the Action Palace.